Hello, my dear students of BA Part 2 English Literature. The short story The Axe by R.K. Narayan is prescribed for you in Paper 2. R.K. Narayan is a very famous writer. शायद आपने इनके बारे में सुना होगा. फेमसली मालगुड़ी डेज नाम की कहानी इन्होंने लिखी थी. शॉर्ट स्टोरी द एक्स पढ़ने से पहले हम आर के नारायण की जीवनी के बारे में पहले हम देखते हैं. द बायोग्राफी ऑफ आर के नारायण. आर के नारायण is considered one of the three best Indian authors writing in English. The other two are Raja Rao and Mulk Raj Anand. ये तीनों लेखक आर के नारायण, राजा राव, मुल्क राज आनंद भारतीय मूल के थे जिन्होंने अंग्रेज़ी भाषा में लिखना पसंद किया. नारायण's fiction contains a unique blend of Indian mysticism and the English form. इंडिया की जो पौराणिक कथाएं वगैरह हैं, वो जो सोच है उसको आर के नारायण ने इंग्लिश में लिखने की कोशिश की है. कोशिश नहीं, बहुत प्रसिद्ध भी हुए थे वो. रसीपुरम कृष्णास्वामी नारायण is an Indian novelist, short story writer, essayist, memorist, travel writer, journalist, critic and editor. Biographical information. Rasipuram Krishnaswamy Narayan was born in Mysore, India in 1906. His father was an administrator and headmaster at several government schools and instilled in Narayan a love of literature. He did not have much academic success, however, having difficulty with his college entrance exam in English. In 1926, he enrolled in the BA program in English in Maharaja College, Mysore, after which he embarked on a short-lived teaching career. He embarked means he started. Finding the academic life was not for him, Narayan turned to writing. After being turned down by several publishers, कई संपादकों ने उनको मना कर दिया. संपादक नहीं, पब्लिशर का मतलब होता है जो छापते हैं, जो किसी का के लेखन कार्य को छापते हैं, वो पब्लिशर कहलाते हैं. यानी कि प्रकाशक. Narayan gave the manuscript of his first novel, Swami and Friends, in 1935 to a friend and gave him permission to destroy it. उन्होंने अपनी वो नॉवल अपने एक दोस्त को दी और कहा कि तुम पढ़ के फाड़ देना. The friend showed the novel to Graham Greene. Graham Greene इंग्लैंड के एक काफ़ी फेमस राइटर रहे हैं, who was impressed and found a publisher for the book. Narayan's writing career was born and the prolific writer, यानी कि उन्होंने बहुत संख्या में कहानी और novels लिखी हैं, went on to publish novels, several volumes of short stories, collections of essays, and his memoirs entitled My Days, published in 1974. Major works. Narayan's fiction inhabits the world of everyday events and common people in a fictional place called मालगुड़ी. मालगुड़ी नाम का शहर आर के नारायण ने अपनी कहानियों के माध्यम से इस शहर को स्थापित किया. शहर काल्पनिक है, लेकिन इस शहर में रहने वाले लोग, जितने भी उनकी कहानियों के पात्र हैं, शहर, उस छोटे से शहर का माहौल, सब कुछ भारत के किसी भी आम शहर की तरह है और हम उससे आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं. He incorporates traditional Hindu mythology and legends in stories of modern events. Mythology यानी कि पौराणिक कथाएं. He tells stories of ordinary people who rely on Hindi principles to guide them, though through the ethical dilemmas and problems of modern life. आपको बता दूं बच्चों, जो भी शब्द आपको कठिन लगता है, आप उसका मीनिंग डिक्शनरी में से देखकर अपने नोटबुक्स में लिख लेंगे ताकि अध्ययन करना आपके लिए आसान हो जाएगा। नारायण's fiction avoids being overtly political or ideological. कहने का मतलब है कि ना तो नारायण बहुत ज़्यादा राजनीति से प्रभावित थे और ना ही वो बहुत ज़्यादा आदर्शों की बात करते हैं। उनके जो पात्र हैं वो आम आदमियों की तरह हैं, आपकी और हमारी तरह हैं, जिनमें कमज़ोरियाँ भी हैं, नाकामियाँ भी हैं, सफलताएं भी हैं। His early novels focus on the conflict between Indian and Western culture. Swami and Friends chronicles an extroverted schoolboy's rebellion against his missionary upbringing. उनकी जो पहली नॉवल थी उसमें जो बच्चा जो स्वामी मुख्य पात्र था वो विद्रोह कर देता है किसके खिलाफ? अपनी मिशनरी अपब्रिंगिंग, यानी कि जिस स्कूल में पढ़ता है वो लोग उसको ज़बरदस्ती ऐसी चीज़ें सिखाने की कोशिश करते हैं जो उसके परिवेश और उसके समाज और पारिवारिक स्थितियों से के अनुकूल नहीं होता। The Bachelor of Arts, 1937, depicts an idealistic college student who attacks the bourgeois order but eventually reconciles himself to an obedient, lawful existence. Bourgeois यानी कि middle class. In The English Teacher, 1945, published in the United States as Grateful to Life and Death, an educator who endures the premature death of his wife overcomes his grief through religion and philosophy. After 1945, Narayan's fiction portrays middle-class characters who must reconcile Western ideals of financial and personal success with the everyday reality of human life, of Indian life. Mr. Sampath, published 1949, published in the United States as The Printer of Malgudi, chronicles a village printer's unsuccessful attempt to become a film producer. Narayan's most obviously political novel, Waiting for the Mahatma, 1955, recounts the adventures of a man whose love for a young woman leads him to attempt to sabotage Mahatma Gandhi's peace movement. The Guide, 1958, is Narayan's most popular and accomplished novel. असल में गाइड जो इस फिल्म की इस नाम से फिल्म भी बनी थी, बहुत प्रसिद्ध फिल्म हुई थी, देवानंद और वहीदा रहमान उसके मुख्य पात्र थे। उस नॉवल का ओरिजिनल नाम था रोजी द डांसर। दिस वर्क इज़ द टेल ऑफ राजू, अ फॉर्मर कॉन्विक्ट हु इज़ मिस्टेकन फॉर अ होली मैन अपॉन हिज अराइवल इन मालगुडी। Implored by the villagers to avert a famine, Raju is unable to convince them that he is a fraud. Deciding to embrace the role of the townspeople have thrust upon him, Raju dies during a prolonged fast and is revered as a saint. In The Sweet Vendor, 1967, published in the United States as The Vendor of Sweets, a merchant abundance means gives up his profession and his family concerns for a life of tranquility and meditation. In A Tiger for Malgudi, 1983, Narayan makes use of Indian legends and folk tales to suggest that beasts may be as capable of thought and feeling as human beings. Beast यानी कि जानवर. Narrated by a tiger, this novel traces the animal's spiritual development in overcoming its potential for violence. R.K. Narayan, born in 1906, is one of the best known of the Indo-English writers. He created the imaginary town of Malgudi, where realistic characters in a typically Indian setting lived among unpredictable events. Rasipuran Krishna Swami Narayan Swami, who preferred the shortened name R.K. Narayan, was born in Madras, India on October 10, 1906. His father, an educator, travelled frequently and his mother was frail, so Narayan was raised in Madras by his grandmother and an uncle. His grandmother inspired the young Narayan a passion for language and for people. He attended the Christian mission school where he said He learned to love the Hindu gods simply because the Christian chaplain ridiculed them, means made fun of them. Narayan graduated from Maharaja's College in Mysore in 1930. In 1934, he was married, but his wife Rajam died of typhoid in 1939. He had one daughter, Hema, and he never remarried. Making the mundane extraordinary. Narayan's stories begin with realistic settings and everyday happenings in the lives of a cross section of Indian society with characters of all classes. Gradually, fate or chance, oversight or blunder transforms mundane events to preposterous happenings. यानी कि आम पात्र आम जिंदगी जीते हैं, लेकिन कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा उनकी ज़िंदगी में हो जाता है जिनकी वजह से अंत कुछ बिल्कुल ही अलग होता है उनकी कहानियों में. Unexpected disasters befall the hero as easily as unforeseen good fortune. The characters accept their fates. Fates मतलब किस्मत. With an equanimity that suggests the faith that things will somehow turn out happily, whatever their own motivations or actions. लेकिन हर कैरेक्टर बड़े इत्मीनान से अपनी नियति को अपना लेता है, ये सोच के कि ऊपर वाला बैठा है, वो सब सही करेगा. Progress in the form of Western imported goods and attitudes combined with bureaucratic institutions meets in Malgudi with long held conventions, beliefs, and ways of doing things. The modern world can never win a clear cut victory because Malgudi accepts only what it wants according to its own private logic. Now, coming to the story itself, The Axe by R.K. Narayan. This is a simple tale of a man trying to find his purpose and place in life. It also inspires the theme of courage, belief, optimism, and strength of character. Velan, the protagonist, meaning the main hero, is a man forced to find his own way after he is disowned by his father. उसके फादर उसको घर से बाहर निकाल देते हैं और वेलन को मजबूरी में अपनी ज़िंदगी की तलाश खुद करनी पड़ती है. In The Axe by R.K. Narayan, we have the theme of independence, pride, dedication, prosperity, loss, control, change, and acceptance. Taken from his Malgudi Days collection, the story is narrated in the third person by an unnamed narrator. And after reading the story, the reader realizes that Narayan may be exploring the theme of independence. After Velan has been slapped by his father, he abandons his father, यानी कि उनको छोड़ देते हैं, and sets out to find work for himself, eventually becoming a gardener. वो एक माली बन जाते हैं. This may be important as Velan is displaying an independent streak. He is showing his father that he can make it on his own, कि वो अपनी ज़िंदगी खुद चला सकते हैं. That he does not need to be guided by his father. The old man who employs Velan is also interesting as he allows Velan to have complete control of the garden, which would further suggest that Velan has a degree of independence in his life. शहर जाकर वेलन को किसी के घर के बगीचे की देखभाल करने का काम मिल जाता है और उस घर का मालिक वेलन को पूरी छूट और आज़ादी देता है कि वो जैसे चाहें उस गार्डन को मेंटेन करें. Though he is answerable to the old man does not get in Velan's way. He leaves him to his own devices. It is also interesting that despite claiming his father's property on his father's death, Velan does not leave the garden, preferring to stay in his hut by the garden. This may be important as it suggests that Velan is dedicated to the garden. गार्डन से उसको मोहब्बत हो गई है, वो उसके प्रति समर्पित है क्योंकि उस गार्डन की देखभाल वेलन ने एक तरीके से अपने बच्चे की तरह की थी. Something that is also noticeable by the fact that Valen also talks to each plant and flower, urging them on in growth. If anything, Valen's world is dedicated or devoted to the garden. It might also be a case that Narayan is comparing Velan's father to the old man who owns the garden. Both men treat Velan differently. Where Valen's father has treated him inappropriately, the relationship between the old man who owns the garden and Valen is good. It is possible that Narayan is suggesting that should a person, the old man, treat another person, Velan, correctly, then that person, Velan, will prosper. यानी कि उसकी प्रगति होगी अगर आपको ट्रीटमेंट या बिहेवियर आपके साथ अच्छा रखा जाए. Which appears to be the case for Velan. Since moving to his hut by the garden, Velan's life has prospered and he is happy. In many ways, the growth of the garden and the blooming of the flowers matches the prosperity and happiness in Velan's life. वेलन की ज़िंदगी और गार्डन में बहुत समानताएं हैं. He has managed to get married and have children. Something that may not have been possible should he have stayed working with his father. Narayan might also be exploring the theme of loss. Despite having gotten married, Velan has lost his wife and 8 of his children, all dying before Velan. However, it is noticeable that despite this loss, Velan has persevered. यानी कि उसने पूरे वफादारी के साथ अपनी ज़िंदगी को आगे चलाया है. He has not been beaten by circumstances. परिस्थितियों ने से वो हारा नहीं है, आगे बढ़ता चला गया. He again has continued to prosper just as the garden has. What is also interesting about Velan is that despite his age, he never gives up. Velan भी बूढ़ा हो जाता है आगे चलकर. This, along with the fact that he is answerable to a different master, may be important, as Narayan may be again highlighting how dedicated Velan is regardless of the circumstances he finds himself in. It is also obvious that to the reader that Velan takes great pride in the work he has done in the garden. He has taken a patch of land and changed what was an eyesore into a thing of beauty. यानी कि एक ज़मीन का टुकड़ा जो बहुत गंदा था उसको एक खूबसूरत आकार और रूप दे देता है वेलन अपनी मेहनत से. Again through hard work, dedication and devotion. It is also clear to the reader that Velan does not like some of his new masters. मकान के मालिक बदलते रहते हैं. शायद ओल्ड मैन चला जाता है, उनका बेटा मालिक बन जाता है, etc. They have no interest in the house or the garden. Despite this, Velan still tries his best to keep the garden as tidy and well preserved as possible. In reality, the garden is Velan's whole world. He knows no other life. Though some critics might suggest that Velan has lived a limited life due to his dedication to the garden, it is important to remember that the garden brings joy to Velan. ठीक है कि वेलन की ज़िंदगी उस गार्डन तक ही सीमित थी, लेकिन वो उस गार्डन ने वेलन की ज़िंदगी में खुशहाली भर दी थी. He is at his happiest when he is in the garden. Velan has never strived for complexity in his life. He is a simple man who likes simple things. The end of the story is also interesting, as Narayan may be exploring the theme of control. When Velan hears the axe hitting against the Margosa tree, he knows that his life is about to change. बगीचे में एक बहुत बड़ा पेड़ है मार्गोसा का, और वेलन जब उस पर कुल्हाड़ी मारी जाती है तो वेलन समझ जाता है कि उसकी ज़िंदगी भी बदलने वाली है. उस पेड़ को काटने की कोशिश की जा रही है. He is no longer in control of his environment for the first time since he was 18. This alone is something that would be difficult for someone to accept, but what makes it worse in many ways is the fact that Velan had no opportunity to prepare himself for the events that were about to happen. वेलन की ज़िंदगी में बदलाव आ रहा है, लेकिन जो भी कुछ अब होने वाला है उसके लिए वेलन को तैयार होने का मौका या वक्त नहीं मिल पाया था. Nobody had told Valen of the new owner's wishes, nor the reader expects that anybody told Valen that new owners had bought the house and garden. If anything, Valen is ignorant of what is happening, though he does not know that the life he had lived working in the garden is over. Change is difficult for anybody, but even more difficult for someone as old as Valen. अगर स्पेलिंग में अंतर है तो आप उसको सुधार कर लेंगे, मैं कर दूंगी बाद में आपको. Even though Valen accepts what is happening, the reader senses as though he is leaving the garden as a broken man. टूटा हुआ आदमी है, निराश है, हताश है. All the effort he has put in over the years will have been in vain. How means useless. Now that the new owners plan on building houses in the garden. यानी कि जो नए उसके मालिक हैं उस जगह के, वो उस गार्डन को खंडित करके वहाँ पर बिल्डिंग खड़ाई करना चाह रहे हैं. अब थोड़ा बहुत वेलन का कैरेक्टर. वेलन इज़ अ पर्पसफुल मैन. This is a simple tale of a man trying to find his purpose and place in life. It also inspires the themes of courage, etc. Valen, the protagonist, is a man forced to find his own way after he is disowned by his father. Undeterred, हारता नहीं है, he embarks on a journey to find his independent footing in the world. He is able to procure a job, means get a job, as a gardener to an old man's house. The old man is completely opposite to Valen's father, and he lets Valen enjoy his freedom and commit mistakes. This allows Valen to excel, means become perfect at his work, and at the same time find happiness and satisfaction. Valen's relation with plants. Valen develops a beautiful relationship with his plants and flowers. He grows with them and prospers with them. उनके साथ वो बड़ा होता है, उनके साथ ही वो कामयाब होता है ज़िंदगी में. However, this does not mean that life is full of roses and void of any thorns. लेकिन ज़िंदगी केवल गुलाब नहीं है, और गुलाब के में जैसे कांटे होते हैं वैसे ज़िंदगी में भी कांटे होते हैं. ये बात वेलन समझता है अच्छे से. Valen suffers huge losses all along. He loses his father but finds the strength to continue his life and work. He finds his beloved wife and his beautiful children with her. However, he loses all of them as he grows old. उसकी पत्नी की डेथ हो जाती है, 8 बच्चे उसके दुनिया छोड़कर चले जाते हैं, लेकिन वेलन चलता रहता है. वेलन एक्सपेक्ट्स the tough truths of mortal life. The owners of the garden change over the years, but Valen stays steadfast in his commitment to his garden and its plants. However, we all have our breaking points and weak spots. Valen's weakest part was his devotion to his plants. The new owner. The newest owner of the garden decides to get rid of the garden itself. यानी कि वो गार्डन नहीं रखना चाहता. द कैजुअलिटी ऑफ दिस चेंज बिकम्स द प्लांट्स एंड ट्रीज ब्लॉसमिंग इन इट. यानी कि जो गार्डन में जो पेड़ पौधे उग रहे हैं उनका अंत हो जाएगा. When Valen sees the sight of strange men wielding blade to his trees, he is heartbroken and despondent. Valen देखता है कि उसके जो प्यारे पेड़ हैं, जो वो मार्गोसा का पेड़ है, उसको एक्स यानी कि कुल्हाड़ी से काटने की कोशिश की जा रही है. ही प्लीड्स देम टू स्टॉप एंड हॉल्ट. उनसे निवेदन करता है कि रुक जाओ. ही रिक्वेस्ट देम टू बी जेनरस टू हिज लाइफ्स वर्थ ऑफ हार्ड वर्क. द मेन डिले द एग्जीक्यूशन ऑफ वेलन्स गार्डन अंटिल ही इज़ एट अ सेफ डिस्टेंस. वेलन वो जगह छोड़कर चला जाता है. वो लोग उसके दूर चले जाने का इंतज़ार करते हैं, लेकिन फिर से वो काटने का काम शुरू कर देते हैं. इसी तरीके से कहानी का अंत होता है. वेलन कलेक्ट्स हिज थिंग्स एंड ट्रजेस टुवर्ड्स अ न्यू बिगनिंग, नॉट टर्निंग बैक टू सी द गार्डन दैट ही गेव हिज लाइफ टू, म्यूटिलेटेड एंड डिस्ट्रॉयड. यानी कि गार्डन खंडित हो चुका है, उसको पूरी तरीके से नष्ट किया जा रहा है. ही एक्सेप्ट्स द वर्डिक्ट ऑफ फेट. किस्मत ने जो उसके लिए लिखा है वेलन उसको अपना लेता है, बट सेव्स हिज आइज एंड ईयर्स फ्रॉम द एगनी ऑफ सीइंग हिज चिल्ड्रन, मीनिंग हिज प्लांट्स, मर्डर्ड इन फ्रंट ऑफ हिज हेल्पलेस आइज। वहाँ से चला जाता है इसलिए ताकि वो उनकी मृत्यु, अपने बच्चों की यानी कि पेड़ पौधों का नष्ट होना, वो नहीं देखे। कुछ क्वेश्चंस हैं। व्हाट मैसेज डज आर के नारायण गिव थ्रू द स्टोरी? इट्स अ सिंपल टेल, आप पढ़ लीजिएगा। फिर दूसरा है व्हाट डिड वेलन डू विद द अनवांटेड प्लांट्स इन द लेसन? वाई वॉज वेलन प्राउड ऑफ हिज पोजिशन? ये कुछ 2-3 क्वेश्चंस हैं, आप इनको देख लीजिएगा। थैंक यू। और इसी के साथ BA पार्ट 2 इंग्लिश लिटरेचर में पेपर 1 में हम सारी पोइम्स कर चुके हैं, पेपर 2 में हम सारे एसेज एंड शॉर्ट स्टोरीज कर चुके हैं। अब जब आप मंडे को 8 तारीख को हम क्लास में मिलेंगे तब हम प्ले लेंगे। थैंक यू।